patient. And I think we're live. All right. Welcome back to Niggun seminar, everyone. Really nice to see some loyal returning faces and also some new faces. Really good to be with you. So it's my pleasure to introduce today our teacher, Eben Leader, who is a faculty member at Hebrew College and someone that I am blessed to sing and pray with and looking forward to being in person singing and praying with soon, but also has been a model for me of trying to imagine and reimagine what prayer and singing can look like virtually when it's not quite the real thing. So just a reminder of how this will work, and it might work a little bit differently today than it normally does. Eben's going to teach a song, actually a refrain from a song, and we're going to learn the refrain and sing it back to him. You all are going to be on mute to limit feedback, but when I sing, you sing is the idea. And also, you could sing when Eben sings. No one will know. But that's the idea, is that I am the voice of the learner. All right, Eben, take it away. Tell us a little something about
Okay.
this melody.
Thank you. Thank you, Shani. Thank you, Jackson, for hosting it. Um, I want to teach today an Akedah piyut, a piyut about the binding of Isaac, about the story of binding of Isaac. They aren't very common in Ashkenaz tradition, which is what most of us grew up in. But in the Eastern communities, they're very, very central to the whole high holiday experience. That is to say, the story of the Akedah, the story of the binding of Isaac, is told not only in those few minutes where we read it in the Torah reading of Rosh Hashanah, but is come back to again and again in song, in liturgical poem, in song, as we do it time after time again. And the reason I'm going there now is because on Sunday there was here in Boston, I'm in Boston, and Sunday the African American clergy of Boston gathered to do a funeral for George Floyd. And sort of they gathered the pastors, all of the African American pastors from the different churches, and also the imam from the Islamic Center, and also Rabbi Tiferet Birnbaum from Temple Beit Zion and a graduate of Hebrew College. And they gathered all of these African American clergy in one place, and they did a funeral for George Floyd. And I was watching and listening, and I saw sort of so much of the attempt to make meaning of the death of a son, of a death of one that has been lost to us and has been killed. And what does it mean for a community to take that kind of loss and death and make meaning out of it? And I realized that's what we've been trying to do with the Akedah, with the story of the binding of Isaac. Because when we get taught it in Hebrew school, we often get focused on the happy end. Oh, and in the end, God said, "Don't actually kill the child," and everybody lives happily ever after. But for most of Jewish history, the Akedah was the story of parents who actually sacrificed their children. Right? Whether it was their children who were being killed, or whether it was because they jumped with their children off the walls when the Crusaders were there, or whether it's a story about the woman who has her 7 sons be killed rather than bow down to the idol that the king wants to them. For Jews, for most of history, the story of the Akedah is not the happy ending of the story, and then God said, "Don't touch the boy." For Jews throughout history and into the reality of today, the story of the Akedah is a story of the child that died in the context of our relationship with God and of our being Jewish people, and our attempt to make meaning out of that. And that's one of the main things of main themes of Rosh Hashanah that show up in Edot HaMizrach. And all over Edot HaMizrach, all over the Eastern Jewish communities, shofar blowing on Rosh Hashanah, the blowing of the shofar, is introduced by this specific song, Et Sharei Ratzon Lehipateach. And it tells the story of the sacrifice of Isaac. And so I'm going to teach a tune for that song today. Its origins are North African. If you go and look on the Piyut website, you will find Moroccan versions of it, Libyan versions of it, I think versions from Tunis as well. I'm going to sing today an Israelized version of it. You know, many of these piyutim became very popular in the last 10, 15 years in Israel. Sort of, they made the shift from synagogue to popular culture. And so it's pretty much the North African tune. It's softened around the edges a little bit, which makes it a little easier for Westerners to sing. Um, and I'm going to read and explain the first paragraph and then sing it together. And what I hope we can do together is I'll sing the story part, and then you can all join in with me for the refrain and sing it together, and that way we'll go through the story. In the opening paragraph goes like this, and it's also the two-line paragraph which we'll all be singing together. Et sha'arei ratzon lehipateach. It is time, and remember this is an introduction to blowing shofar on Rosh Hashanah. It is time for the gateways of desire or of goodwill to open. Et sha'arei ratzon lehipateach. Yom eheye kapai la'el shoteach. The day which I spread out my hands before God. Now comes the line that you're going to sing. Ana zechor na li beyom hocheach. Please remember for me on the day of reckoning. Oked v'hane'ekad v'hamizbeach. The one who sacrificed, the one who was sacrificed, and the altar. When things come, when the day of reckoning come, please remember, which is, I think, a call both to God and to ourselves, can we put ourselves in the place of the hand that held the knife, the place of the person who went under the knife? And for many, many years, I didn't understand what it meant to find in myself the mizbeach. It was clearly powerful, but I had no idea what it meant. And this year I understood that the mizbeach is the structure upon which the sacrifice happens. And that too is us. Can I look into myself and see the ways in which I am part of the social structure which allows the sacrifice to happen? So there's a call, I think, in this for on a day of reckoning to look inside and to see in myself the oked, the ne'ikad, and the mizbeach, the sacrificer, the one who sacrifices, and the altar. So I'm going to teach Shani, if that's okay. We're going to work for a few times to see if we can get just the tune and the words correct for this for the refrain, and then we'll sing the whole piyut together, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I'll sing one time just through the piyut, through the first paragraph, the first 4 lines, and then we'll work on it together. The lines that everybody should be singing, I think Jackson put on the chat. Yeah, okay, thank you. Okay, so this is the tune of the piyut. את שערי רצון להיפתח, יום אהיה כפי לאל שוטח. אנא זכונה לי ביום מוכיח, עוקד והנעקה והמזבח. אנא זכונה לי ביום מוכיח, עוקד והנעקד והמזבח. So we're going to go over the words once, and then we'll do the words with the tune. Right? Anna, please. Anna. Zechor na li. Remember for me. Anna. Zechor na li. Beyom hocheach. Beyom hocheach. On the day of reckoning. Anna zechor na li beyom hocheach. Oked, the sacrificer. Vehane'ikad, the one sacrificed. Vehamizbeach. Anna zechor na li beyom hocheach. Oked, vehane'ikad, vehamizbeach. Okay. Want to try with the tune? Okay, so we'll try. Those are the words we're going to do. So let's do it. We'll try it in two parts. Maybe we'll break it into two halves. Ana zechona li. Let's just do that. Okay.
Can you do it one more time, Evan?
Yes. Ana zechona li. One more. Yeah, you can even just, it might be simpler just to do it straight and then add the little twirls in afterwards if you're comfortable. Yeah? Ana zechona li.
Ana zechona li.
Ana zechona li beyom mochet. Now, it's hard to start it in the middle. Ana zechona li beyom mocheach.
Biyom hocheach.
Ana zechona li beyom mocheach.
Ana zechona li biyom hocheach.
Oked vehaneked vehamizbeach. Oked vehaneked vehamizbeach.
One more time from you, Evan.
Oked vehaneked vehamizbeach.
And for me, you cut out that time, so I'm going to make you do it once more.
Oked vehaneked vehamizbeach.
Okay, I'm going to try this one. It's hard for me. Do just oked v'hanekad for me.
Oked vehaneked.
Oked v'hanekad.
Yeah, even softened, it still is Middle Eastern. It's not Middle European. It is softened though. Oked vehanekad.
Oked vehanekad.
Oked vehanekad.
Oked vehanekad.
Vehamizbeach.
Vehamizbeach.
Oked vehanekad.
Oked vehanekad.
Vehamizbeach.
Vehamizbeach.
Ana zechona li.
Zechorna li.
Biyom mocheach.
Biyom hocheach.
Oked vehanekad.
Oked vehanekad.
Vehamizbeach.
Vehamizbeach.
That was in 4. Now we'll do it in 2. Ana zechona li biyom mocheach.
Zechorna li biyom hocheach.
Oked vehanekad vehamizbeach.
Oked vehanekad vehamizbeach.
Once more in 2, and then we'll do it in 1. Ana zechona li biyom mocheach.
Zechorna li biyom hocheach.
Oked vehanekad vehamizbeach.
Oked vehanekad vehamizbeach.
Okay, in 1 line. Ana zechorna li biyom mocheach. Oked vehanekad vehamizbeach.
Okay, everyone ready? Ana zechorna li biyom mocheach. Oked vehanekad vehamizbeach.
Again.
Ana zechorna li biyom hocheach. Oked vehanekad vehamizbeach.
Okay. The advantage of this for memory is the last line of each stanza is exactly that tune. And the last words of each stanza are Oked v'ne'ekad v'hamizbeach. So you don't have to remember it through the whole thing. So we're going to try to practice now. I'm going to sing just the first 4-line stanza, and then you will respond to me with the Ana zechorna li biyom hocheach, Oked ne'ekad v'hamizbeach. In the first one, it's easy because I'm actually singing those same words. Afterwards, my words will change a little bit, although the tune will not. Okay? Et sha'arei ratzon lehipateach, yom ehyeh chapai לאל שוטח. אנא זכורנה לי ביום מוכיח, עוקד והנעקד והמזבח.
זכרונה לי ביום הוכיח. או כן והנקד והמזבח.
Great. Great. We're ready to go to shul. I have to admit, though, this I did not learn this tune for this piyut in Beit Knesset. I learned this tune when it became popularized in the thing. I have not done Rosh Hashanah with North Africans in their Beit Knesset, so I learned this through other means. We ready to go?
Everyone
Um,
ready? Let's do it.
Okay, I also sent Jackson. Is the whole thing accessible for somebody who wants to see the whole piyut? Did you make it accessible? I sent the file with the English translation.
Well, the file with the English translation we didn't share, but Jackson just shared the entire thing in Hebrew, and we've got the whole thing in Hebrew and transliteration, just the piece that we're repeating back. Um, and for folks who want to see the whole translation, we can send that later on. Just shoot us an email.
Okay, all right. Okay, so that's what I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm going to skip some parts of it. But it's a storytelling piyut. It tells the story of Abraham and Isaac going to the doing the Akedah and hoping that that would be that this remembering the story will create an et ratzon, a time of desire and goodwill, and you will be the refrain to please remind God and ourselves on the day of reckoning of the Alked Nekad and the Mizbeach. Okay? And if it's okay if you don't understand all the words that are being sung. You can hum along, sing them, let the tune carry you, and come back to that request of yourself and of God that we remember the Oked, the Nekad, and the Mizbeach. את שערי רצון להיפתח יומי כפי לאל שוטח אנא זכרונה לי ביום מוכיח עוקד והנקד והמזבח
אנא זכרונה לי ביום הוכיח, כן והנקד והמזבח.
אמר לשרה כי חמודך יצחק גדל ולא למד עבודת שחק אלך ואורהו אשר לא אלחק אמרה לך אדון אבל אל תרחק אנא יהי ליבך באלמותיה עוקד והנעקד והמזבח הכינה עולה בעון וחיים ויעקוד יצחק כעוקדו עין ויהי מאור יומם בעינם לעין והמון דמעה ונוזלים נוזלים בחייהם חיים, עין במרבוך ולב שמח, עוקד והנעקד והמזבח.
אנא זכרנה לי ביום הוכיח, כן והנקד והמזבח.
ויהמו כל מלאכי מרכבה, אופן ושרף שואלים בנדבה, מתחננים לאל בעד סרטבה, אנא פתנה פדיון וכופר אהבה, אל נא יהי עולם בלי ירח, עוקד והנעקד והמזבח.
אנא זכרנה לי ביום הוכיח, כן והנקד והמזבח.
אמר לאברהם אדון שמיים, אל תשלח היד אל שלי שוריים, שובו לשלום מלאכי מחניים, יום זה זכות לבני ירושלים, בו שערי רחמים אני פותח, עוקד והנעקד והמזבח.
אנא זכרנה לי ביום הוכיח, כן והנקד והמזבח.
אנא זכרנה לי ביום הוכיח, עוקד והנעקד והמזבח.
Thank you so much, Evan. We are at 1:30, so that is our time for today. For those who want to see the translation, I posted my email address in the chat, so feel free to reach out for a copy. Thank you so much, Evan. That's really going to take me through the week, particularly thinking about the Mizbeach and how we understand and identify with the Mizbeach. The links to the recordings are all at jewishlive.org/Niggun seminar. Jackson will throw that in the chat right now. And we look forward to seeing you at future Niggun seminars. Thanks everyone so much for coming.
Thank you.
Shalom.
I just want to let you know that I listen to everyone, even though I can't always be present, but I always listen to them and they're amazing. You guys are doing an amazing job. Jackson and Shani, thank you.
So wonderful to have you, Rachel. I'm so glad to hear
wonderful.
it.
Thank you.
And I highly recommend, if you weren't able to get the first snippet of this particular one, to highly recommend going back to the beginning. And I think, Eben, the way that you framed this was incredible. And thank you so much.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom, Shani. Thank you, Jackson, Rav Evan.